Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. So, Atha Salini, page number 321. Last week we finished up to the where? Up to the second paragraph, end of the second paragraph. So we will start today from the Visaya Gaho Jati. Visaya means object. Gaha taking object. Visaya and the as we have studied in the page number 318, there is a content verse. The verse that mention the content. So the last line of the verse is Visaya Gahoja Upanisaya Mata. So taking object by means of the object, by means of the sufficient support, and also by means of the what? Atha, so by means of the benefit, okay, by means of the result. So that they all together. Visaya Gaho and Upanisaya Mata. So one content we have to take note. So taking in that the contents, Visaya Gaha means taking object. Here commentator is explain. Visaya Gaho Jati Chekhu Rupa Visayan Ganadi. So I taste visible object. Okay, visible object. Sodarini Sadadi Visaye. So in the soda, etc. Taste, sada object, etc. Okay. Soda. Eye sensitivity, taste, rupa or visible object. Ear sensitivity, taste, sada object, sound, and so on. So by means of what? By means of Upanisaya or Atha so. Upanisaya Matha so di. Upanisaya doja, Atha doja. So here consonant ma is augmented, inserted. And in Bali it's called agamana, ma insertion. Insertion. Upanisaya Atha so Upanisaya doja Atha doja. So Upanisaya do here means by means of the sufficient or sufficient support. Atha do means by means of the benefit led by the dasana. So because of the eye, and then by taking that object, visible object, there will be what? The result of a seeing. Okay, result of a seeing, result of a hearing, and so on. So in this manner, Visaya Gaho Databo, we can know how they take object. So Tata means they are in. So what happened? Asambainata Chekosa. Okay, comma. Abhidhamma Rubana, comma. Aloga Sanesidan, comma. Manasikara Hedukam. So all together for Jatuhi Bajayehi Obajati. Because of 4 conditions. Obajati. Jagu Vinyanam. So Jagu Vinyana, eye consciousness arises. not alone. Sadhain Sampayutta Dhammehi, together with the associated mental concomitants. So what are these four conditions? Asambhinata Chekhosa. So Asambhina, not broken, not the broken, because of the having eye sensitivity, which is not broken. So that is one reason. So it means we should have a good naked eye, or eye sensitivity we should have. And also another thing is Abyākatapadaṃ rupanam. Rupa also should be there. And also that rupa should come into the course of the visibility. Course of the visibility. So within the reach, within the range of eyesight. So that is also one reason. Even though there may be visible object in a very, very distant area, then we cannot see. There also cannot arise a Jaku Vijnana Citta. Because it does not reach to the range of the visibility. And also another one is Aloka Sannisidam. So dependence on the what? Aloka, light. There should be light. Without light, even though rupa is there, eye is there, eye sensitivities are there, but in the darkness we cannot see any, we cannot see other visible object. What we see is only the darkness. Aloka Sannisidam. So, and also another thing, even though light is there, visible object is there, eye is there, good eye is there. But if we fail to pay attention, there will not rise a Jaku Vijnana Citta. So Manasikara Ahetuka. So that Manasikara is no other thing but Awajana. Okay, Awajana, Panchadhara Awajana Citta. Awajana. So we have to pay attention. So with these reasons, Jaku Vijnana arise together with the associated mental concomitants. So as we know that there are 7, according to Abhidhamma Sangha, 7 mental universal mental factors, they rise together with the I consciousness.
So Sayadaw?
Yes.
So this is the reference for the Dhamma. This is reference for the Abhidhamma. So the Abhidhamma mentioned there are 4 conditions for the eyes to see the object clearly. This is that the reference, right?
Sure. I don't know in which place Abhidhamma Sangha mentioned like this.
Yeah, we heard this.
Abhidhamma Sangha Pali itself didn't mention, I think.
But in the English translation, I read.
Not maybe it is explanation.
Yeah.
Explanation in the English translation. Yeah, I don't see direct quotation in the Abhidhamma Sangha for these 4 reasons. But when we talk about the I Jaku Vijnana Viti and so on, then without mentioning these 4 conditions, people cannot understand. That's why our Bhadadika Sayadaw also take a reference from this one. Most of the scholars, they use this one as a reference. And then in another place also there may be there may another Pali text also we may have this kind of conditions for the I consciousness to arise. Tatha, okay, among these four, Tatha means among these four conditions. Madasa, Piṭaka, Sambhina, Hodi. So for the dead, for one who passed away, Sambhina Hodi it can be called Sambhina, broken, right? Sambhina, how to go?
Sayadaw, I think your internet connection is not so good. I couldn't hear. What did you see?
Where?
Before the Sambhina, what did you see, Sayadaw?
Tatha. Okay. Tatha among these four conditions. Okay. Because before we talk about the reference, Abhidhamma don't mention directly these four conditions. But in the explanation there we have to give explanation for the Cakkhu Viññāṇa Viti, and so on. So it is a compulsory to explain these four conditions. I also think in the other Pali text, canonical text also we may have somewhere this kind of four conditions for the Cakkhu Viññāṇa Citta to rise. So that is what we talk. And then after that, among these four conditions, Madasa Piṭaka, I or the dead. Okay, I or the dead. Sambhina Hodi, so it is a broken, is unimpaired, is a God. Sambhina means separate into. Bhaina means a broken. Sambhina, well broken. Sambhina, unimpaired.
So Sayadaw, that is easy. You said that the four conditions, you mentioned that one. It's only in the Dhammasaṅgaṇī and the Visuddhimagga.
Really?
Yes.
That's a good we have. So broken, Sambhina means broken eye. So even though dead person, in the dead body there is eye, but the sensitivity is already broken. Okay, so that's it. Because commentator want to explain Asambhinata Cakkhusa. So which one is a Sambhina, which one is Asambhina, he want to explain. That's why he mentioned here. Then Jivado, even though one is alive, for one who is alive, or the one who is alive, Nirodham, so Cakkhu, Nirodham, eye sensitivity, arise and then exist and dissolve. Upada Titi Benga. Okay. So when it is in the Benga moment, okay, Benga moment also broken. So if it is in the Benga moment, we cannot see. So it can be called as a Sambhina. And also another one is Piṭi Nawa, Simi Nawa, Ruhiri Nawa. Okay, Piṭa. Piṭa is what? Piṭa is bile, B-I-L-E, bile. Okay. Piṭa, Sema. Sema is flame or mucus. phlegm, 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 and also ruhirenawa, because of the blood. Palibodhambi, Paliboda. Paliboda is Paliboda in Myanmar. Paliboda. So,
Obstructed.
yeah, obstructed. So like a Paliboda. So as a meditator, we have to cut all the Palibodas, right? Major Paliboda, minor Palibodas are there. They are disturbance, obstructions. So here also Paliboda, obstruction. So if our eye, even though we are alive, our eye is obstructed by the bile or by the flame or by the blood. So Jaku Vinyana Sapachayo Bhavito Asa Gondam. In that case, even though we have a disease, some other disease, eye disease, but that eye disease is there. But if it is not able to support for the Jagu Vinyana to rise, then if it will be called Sambhina, broken or unimpaired. Eye sensitivity is unimpaired. So, but according to the medical science, so the eye is not obstructed by the the eye sensitivity is not obstructed by the Piṭaka, Sima or Ruhira, but the maybe there may be some more than, but how to go? If we have something like we got in our eye, maybe white things, is it called what?
Especially when we come to the old age, and also those who have diabetes, they will affect that. It's a special term.
Yeah, special term. I don't know. What it is mentioned.
I will check it. So.
Kata, what how to go? Cataract. I don't know.
Yeah, cataract.
Cataract. Okay. So in Myanmar we got ding shi there. Myeloma ding shi there. Myasima ding shi there. So we have to remove that one. Sometimes our eye, the lens, is very weak. Other time we have to replace operation, and then after that replace with another lens. So if the lens is broken, so here I think the lens, the problem, it is mentioned here, the Paidena, Semena, Ruhirena, so they obstruct the lens. Sometimes also even though lens is okay, but the nerve behind the eyeball, there is a nerve. Even in the eye also there is a nerve, very, very small nerve system is there. If the nerve, some of the nerves are not working, maybe because of the diabetes, okay, and then they cannot be they cannot be supportive for the Jagu Vinyana Jeta to rise. So in that case, Ruhirena is a common cause for in the medical science, as well as as well as in the Buddhist test. Palibodhambi Jagu Vinyana. So if it is not able to, because of these obstructions, if the eye sensitivity is not able to support for the Jagu Vijnana to rise, then that is called Sambhina. So there are three things for the Sambhina. One is the eye or the death. Another one is the eye sensitivity that has been seized. And also another thing is, even though he is alive, but his eye sensitivity is obstructed by the bile or phlegm or blood. They're not able to support for the Jagu Vijnana to rise. And that, then these three things are called Sambhina. So Sambhina Jagu. So if even though there are such obstruction, but it is able to support the Jagu Vijnana to rise, then that they call Asambhina. Or if it is not totally obstructed by any other disease, then that eye sensitivity is called Asambhina. Okay. Sodati Subi is one. In the case of ear, nose, and body, mind also the same, but that should be known. So Jaku's main Bana, then Bana here means the Bakhandara, another point, to continue another point. So after talking about the Asambhinata Jakusa, then it is going to talk about the Abhidhamma, about the visible object. So that's why here Bana is added. Jakusamay Asambhini, even though eye is okay, eye is impaired, eye is not broken. Maheda Rubaramani. So Rubaramani, visible object. Maheda means outside visible object. External visible object. Abhata Anagachandi. So when Fedu appear in the range or the visibility, then Jagu Vijnana, no bhajati, Jagu Vijnana does not arise. Okay, that is also, that's why the appearance of the object within the visibility, that is also important for the Jagu Vijnana Citta to rise. Then Bana also, another sentence, another topic. Aloka is going to talk about the Aloka Sannesita. That's why Bana is added. Tasamay Abhatan Agachandebi, even though in the eye, even though object appear, object come within the scope or range of the visibility. Aloka Sannesaya Asadi, if there is no Sannesaya, no dependence on the aloka, on the light, or we can simply say, if there is no support of the light, then there were Jagu Vijnana, no bhajati. Jagu Vijnana does not arise. Tasamay Sandebi, even though this light also there, Kiriya Manodhatuya, Bhavange Anawati Day. When Bhavanga is not averted by the Avajana Citta, Panjara Avajana Citta, then Jagu Vijnana no bhajati. So Jagu Vijnana Citta, no bhajati does not arise. It arises only when Bhavanga is averted by the Panjara Avajana Citta. Here briefly mentioned Awati de Yeva Obajati. Awati de Yeva Obajati. Only when it is averted, Bhavanga has been averted by the Panjara Vajana. Evan Obaja Manam, when it arises in this manner, when Jaguvinyana Jeta arises in this manner, Sambyuda Dhamehi Sadeyi wa Obajati. It arises only together with the associated mental concomitants. Sambyuda Dhame Sadeyi wa does not arise alone. It arises together with the Chitasikas. Iti, thus, Imejadarobaji Lavedawa, having received these four conditions, Obajati Jaguvinyana, Jaguvinyana Chitta arise. I consciousness arises. Okay. Then page number 322. So very easy. It will be easy for you. All are talking about the Soda, Gana, Jiva, Kaya, and Mana. So five paragraphs. So here also Asambinata Sodasa. The ear sensitivity is not broken because of the not broken ear sensitivity. Abhidhamma sadhana sound. So because of the reaching to the scope or range of the range of the Abhidhamma. Pata means a road or range. So it appears only when it comes into contact. So Abhidhamma sadhana. So another one is, so this is a difference. Agasa sanisida. For the eye, it depends on the, it should have a support of the light. But here is, it should have a support of the agasa space. So if something is a block, our ear, so sometimes we put earbud inside our ear, so maybe we listen the sound, so we don't hear another people talking around us. So agasa space is very important for the ear consciousness to rise. Agasa sanisida, support, having support of the space. Then manasikara hetuka, here use manasikara. Okay, manasikara refer to awajana. So Chetui Baji Obajati Soda Vinyana Sadain Sambyuda Dhammi, together with the Sambyuda Dhamma Chitasikas. So Soda Vinyana arises based on, because of these four conditions. So Dattha, Mandin, Agasa Sanesidanti. So what is Agasa Sanesidam? Agasa Sanesayam Ladhawa Obajati. So only when there is the support of the agasa space, Soda Vinyana Jeta arise. Na Rina Dena. Without this, does not arise. Soda Vinyana Jeta does not arise. So he is a to confirm, okay, to confirm, to support that statement. He indeed. Pihita Kana Chetasa. Kana Chetasa. So Cheta means whole or space. Kana Cheta, so ear hole, you can say. The Bihita means blocked, that has been closed. For one who is with a closed ear door, ear channel, and Soda Vinyanam na bhavatati. So Soda Vinyana does not happen. Say Sambhurima Niva Vedita. The remaining should be known with the method that has been said before. So Purima Nayina, even though we say only Nayi, Purima and Naya. So we have to name Purima Buddha Nayiniwa. So previous method. Only with the previous method. Only with the method that has been said before. So here the Pali following Pali structure is short and concise. This is interesting. Yatha Chitta A1 Ido Paresubi. Yatha Chitta A1 Ido Paresubi. So Upamana Upameya. So what 3 words only Yatha Cha Ita. Wait a moment, please. Thank you for being patient. So this is about what? Yatha Chitta, Yatha Cha Ita, A1 Ido Paresubi. So in this sentence cannot write without previous sentence. Okay, says Samburiva Niwa Viridava. This previous sentence is important. Without this, if you write Yatha Chitta A1 Ido Paresubi, so it makes no meaning. So ita here, so in this context, in this soda, okay, soda vinyana jita, rising up a soda vinyana jita, say Samburiva Niwa Viridava Yatha, we have to add like this. So as should be known in this soda vinyana jita, so as mentioned in the previous with the previous method, so A1 data similarly Ido Paresubi, so Paresu the other apart from this soda. Okay, so it means the remaining Gana Jewa Gaya Mana also. In these cases also we should note with a similar method. So Yatha Chitta A1 Ido Paresubi. Visisa Madam Bana Wakama. Commentator mentioned that I was Wakama, Wakadi, Wakama, I will say only the significant point, significant things. So as and then next paragraph, Asambainata Ghanasa. So Ghana sensitivity, no sensitivity is not broken. And then Abhidhamma, the smell come into the nose, we can simply say. So even though the sound and the sight and sound, we can receive the object from the distance. But for the smell, taste, and touch, only when they come into this stream, come into the channel, they can be received. The object can be received. Here also, Abhidhamma, the smell reach to the scope of the nose. So that is also one point. Vayo Sanesiddham. This one is different from the other. Vayo Sanesiddham. It is supported by the air. Okay, without air, we cannot get a smell. So Manasikara Hetukakusalavipāko. This is Panjara Vajana Chitta. Cittuppādakaṇḍo, because of these 4 reasons, Obajati Ghana Vinyana Sadde Sambhyuddha Dhamme. Ghana Vinyana Chitta, right, together with the associated mental concomitant data. They are among these 4 conditions. Vayo Sanesiddham here. Ghana Bila. Ghana Bila. Bila is, I think what? It is also whole. Bila. Bila in Myanmar we got twin. twin, like the snake, they live in a hole. So also nose hole. Ghana bila. Wayomi pawi sandi yewa. Wayomi pawi sandi yewa. So Wayomi, it is which sandi, which sandi. Wayomi, Wayomi. Huh? Look at it. Look at it. It is translated as a Wayomi lady nominative. In the nominative sense.
It's the Lakana Sayadaw.
It's a Lakana sentence at all.
Oh.
Yeah, when the air entering or something.
Pawi sandi yewa. So Wayomi pawi sandi yewa. Pawi sandi yewa. Only when the air enters to the hole or the nose, then Gana Viññāṇa Citta arise. Tasame asati no bhajati. So when there is no air, then Gana does not arise. Gana Viññāṇa does not arise. This is the meaning idiato. Here also, next one is the Jingwa. Asambinada Jingwaya. Is it obvious? I will not translate. Abhidhamma Abo Sanesida. The support of the Abo. Abo is what? Water. Moisture. Abo. Manasikara Ahetukam. Jadui Baji Obajati Jingwa Viññāṇa. Saddain Sambyuddha Dhammi. So for the Jingwa Viññāṇa also there are 4 conditions to rise. So when it arises also, it rises together with the associated mental concomitants. Tata Amandin Abo Sanesidandi. So Abo Sanesida here means Jingwa Dimanan Abam. Ladawa Obajati. So only when it receives what? Abo, water or moisture, that that make the dam wet. Okay, that makes the dam wet. There arise Jingwa Viññāṇa Citta. Now we know Dina. Without this abo, the Jingwa Viññāṇa Citta does not arise. He, Sukha Jingwana, he is indeed Sukha Jingwana, Sukha drying dance, Sukha Karaniye, dry food. Jingwaya Tabi Devi, even though so we put or we place dry food, do the drying dam on the drying dam, then there was Jingwa Viññāṇa no bhajadewa. So Jingwa Viññāṇa Citta does not arise. So whatever, if our tongue is drying, so we cannot show the tongue does not show the signal to our what to our body, because there is an auto system is there. Whatever we put it into our mouth, then the saliva or a kind of a liquid come up and then make it wet in order to make easy to swallow and also to know the taste. Then the Jingwa Viññāṇa no bhajadewa. And then next one is Asamvinata Kayasa Abhidhamma Phodabhana Patavi Sanesida Manasikara Hetuka Chadui Pache Obajati Kaya Vinyana Sadin Sambyudakami. So Kaya Vinyana Jita, body consciousness together with the mental concomitants arise because of the four conditions. So one of the significant condition here is the Patavi Sanesida, support of the earth element. So Data Patavi Sanesidandi, here Patavi Sanesida means Kaya Pasada Pachaya Patavi Sanesaya Ladawa Obajati Kaya Pasada, the cause of the body sensitivity. So which is called support for the earth element. So only when there is such earth element, then there arise Kaya Vinyana Jeta, not Dina Vina. Without this Kaya Vinyana, without Patavi element, there is no Kaya Vinyana Jeta. Kaya Dwara Samehi, it is true in the body door. Vahida Mahabuddha Ramanam. So Isdane Mahabuddha object. So when we touch the table, the book, so there is a Mahabuddha, four Mahabuddhas are there. So Ajadigam Kaya Basadam Gaditawa. So having striking to the internal body sensitivity. Pasada Bajiyesu, Mahabuddhesu, Padihanyadi, how to translate? Padihanyadi Tikai. Gadidwa also strike. Gadidi. And also Padihanyadi also strike.
Is struck against, is afflicted.
Ajadigam Maheda. So in the body door, is done four element object. Is done an object that consists of the four element. So Patavi Dejo Vayo. Okay. So mostly it is a water. Potaba is a water. Patavi Dejo Vayo, not all four elements. So Abo is a source of them. So that's why cannot recognize. Patavi Dejo Vayo, earth, fire, and the wind element, air element. So this is collectively called Potapadaṃ. So that's why it is called Mahabuddha Ramana, because they are Mahabuddhas. So Ajadigam Kaya Basadam. Ajadiga. So do the internal body sensitivity, having striking. Pasada Bajiyesu. So Pasada Bajiyesu here means what? The cause or the sensitivity. So the cause also here, sensitivity is there, body sensitivity is there. That the body sensitivity remains on the what? Mahabuddha. Four elements are there. On the four elements, so there arise sensitivity. That's why, yeah. Pasada Pajiyesu Mahabuddhesu. So here, Pasada do, in the case of the Potapa and Kaya, Pasada. So we can simply say Mahabuddha and Mahabuddha, they strike. Okay, Mahabuddha and Mahabuddha strike. Padihanyati. So that's why here Patavi Sanesita is giving. They got it. Only when we got the support from the earth element, support of the earth element, then the Akaya Vinyana Chitta arise. Then next one.
I Sayadaw.
Yes.
So the word pasada pachayesu, it modifies mahabhutesu, right, Sayadaw?
Yes.
Then what kind of Bahubihi is that, Sayadaw?
Which one?
Pasada pachaya.
Pasada Pachaya. So in Myanmar it is a go Padada Idiya Achang. So not simply Pasada Pachaya, but at in the middle there is a elided Tiya location. Pasada Watu Pachaya. Pasada Watu Pachaya. So Watu is there, Pasada Watu. So for example, body sensitivity, that's it called Pasada Watu.
It is
Pasada
Bahubihi Samasa, right, Sayadaw?
Pasada Idiya. So we can simply say Pasada Idiya. So Pachaya. If you take a Mahabuddha for the Pasada Pachaya, then it is okay, Bahubi Samasa.
Yeah, but I mean, what kind of Bahubi? I'm trying because Mahabhuta have to be the pachaya of the pasada, right?
Pasadasa Pajayo Yasa Atidi or Yesa Atidi Pasada Pajaya Pasada Pajaya Yesan Yesa Yesa means Mahabuddha. So refer to Mahabuddha. For the Mahabuddha, there.
But if we do it that way, then it means the pasada is the pachaya of Mahabhuta. That is not right.
No. Pasadasa Pajayo. Pasada Pajayo. We have to say, firstly, Pasadasa Pajayo, Pasada Pajayo. Okay. So the cause of the Pasada. The cause of the Pasada is, if you want to take Pasada Pajayo Inya Badati Subahobi Bada to Bada, right?
Yes.
Pasadas Watu Sa Pasada Watu E Pasada Sa Watu. Even though we take Watu Pachaya as a Pachaya has a many meaning, right? Pachaya something we can say Watu also, as a Watu we can translate as a base, right? Not only as a cause. Yeah, sometimes they support the condition, another thing, as a cause or as a base. So that is. So in this case, the theology translation is that Pasada Idiya Ajam Pheko.
Then what does it mean? So, it means the Mahabhuta is the base or the cause of the pasada.
Sayadaw translation is
Yes.
cause, right? But Pasatika Sayadaw translation.
Tiya ajao. Tiya ajao. Miya ajao. Base. Base cause. Okay. We can simply say base cause of the pasada sensitivity. So Mahabuddha is the base cause of the pasada. So because of the, as you know, that the pasadas are, or they are what? They are just the dependent, right?
Yes, they are. Yeah.
Upada rupas.
Yes.
They are
Upada rupa. Yes.
depending on the 4 elements. Yeah? Basically, there are 4 elements only. So
Yes.
depending on the 4 element.
Yeah, no, I mean, I understand that, so but I mean, here, I'm trying to connect that word to the Mahabuddha. Then, if it's a Bahupihi, I don't know what kind of Bahupihi it is, because it looks like they are the same. They are,
Visesana, Visesaya, it is
yes,
using.
they are. So it's not. It looks to me that is Tapurisa. Is it Tapurisa? It's just pure Tapurisa, and it modifies Mahabuddha.
That, if we say like that also, then it used as a Visesana for the Mahabuddha.
Yeah, which is kind of strange. Yeah, it's okay, so you know.
Like the Ajadigan Kaya Pasadam. Okay, and the same case ending.
Yes.
At the end, so very, how to say, our body and our rupa, and then nama, how they are happening. So they are depending on dependent arising, right? Dependent arisings. So only when these conditions are there, there arises body consciousness, or nose, or tongue, or eye, or ear consciousness. So also regarding the mind consciousness. Mano Asambrinata Manasa. So mind is not broken. Abhidhamma Dhammanam. So Dhamma object, mental objects are also coming into the range. Vatu Sanesidam. So here, support of the base. And then Manasikara Hetuka. So Jadui Baji Obajadi Mano Vinyana. Sadain Sambyuddha Dhammi. So together with the mental concomitants, Mano Vinyana, mind consciousness arises because of the 4 conditions. Here, Mano, what is Mano? Mano di Bhavanga Citta. Mana is Bhavanga Citta. Then Nirodhambi. So Bhavanga Citta, so some also we can divide into 2, Sambhina and Asambhina. So broken and unbroken. So when this Bhavanga Citta cease to exist, then that in that case that's a called Sambhina. Awajana Citta Sapajayo Bhavido Asamatha. Asamatha. Manda Dhamma Gata Miwa Bhavada Manambi Sambhina Nama. Okay. Then that is what? Manda Dhamma. Dhamma means strength. Manda means weak. So come into the Bhavanga Citta, even though it arises, so it is very weak in strength. So in that case also, that is Sambhina. Awajana Citta Sapajayo Bhavido Asamatham. which is not able to be supportive for the Avajana Citta to rise. So that Citta is very weak. So that is called Sambhina Citta, Sambhina Mana. Avajana Sabana Bhajayo Bhavido Samadha Asambhina Nama. So if that Citta, Bhavanga Citta, which is able to be supportive for the Avajana to rise, then that will be called Asambhina. Asambhina. So what we need here is Asambhina Mano. Mano Bhavanga Citta should not be Asambhina. Abhidhamma Dhammanandi. Dhammaramani Abhidhamma. When the mental object come into the range of the mind. Vatu Sannesita. T. Hadaya Vatu Sannesayam. So here commentator mention Vatu Yaripadu Hadaya Vatu. Hadaya Vatu support of only when there is the support of the heart base, then Manovinyana Citta arises. Nadina Vina, without the support of the heart base, then it does not. Ayambi Banyo, this Banya, Panjogara Bhavan Sandaya Gatido has been said, referring to what? Panjogara Bhavan, high aggregate existence of high aggregate. Manasi Gara Ahetukakusalavipāko. Kiriya Mano Vinyana Dhatuya Bhavangi Awadi Obajati. So only when Banjara Vajana, only when Bhavanga has been adverted by the Banjara Vajana. Mano Vinyana Dhatu. Okay. This is what? It is different from the Kiriya Mano Dhatuya. The Mano Vinyana Dhatuya here means not Banjara Vajana, but the Manodara Vajana. So that time we have to remember. So Mano Vinyana Dhatuya. Because Mano Banjara Vajana belong to Mano Dhatu. So Mano Vinyana Dhatu Hasi Manodara Vajana Citta belong to Mano Vinyana Dhatu. So only when Bhavanga has been adverted by the Mano Vinyana Dhatu, it is a Manodara Vajana Citta. So that's also one reason. Ayan Dawa Upanisaya Mata So the Ita Upanisaya Vanana. So Dawa means firstly, Ayan, this is, or what has been said is Ita here in Upanisaya Mata So the Ita. In the Bali what? Upanisaya Mata So Upanisaya Vanana, the exposition to the Upanisaya. So conditions are there. So without these conditions, the Jagu Vinyana up to the Mano Vinyana Citta, they cannot arise. So only when they depend on these conditions, these Cittas arise. So Atha in the sense Atha here, Atha Ripadu, as we said before, Atha Ripadu Phala or result in our benefit. Cheku does not have what is the benefit of eye sensitivity. It has the benefit of a seeing, result of a seeing. So dance our natam. Ear is a hearing. Ear is a what? For the benefit of a hearing. Ghana is for the benefit of smelling. Jingwa, Sayanatha, so for the benefit of the tasting. And then Kayo Pusanato, the body sensitivity is for the benefit of touching. Mano Vijananato, my consciousness is for the benefit of knowing. Tata, Dasaṇaṇ Aṭṭho Atta Asa, here, here, Dasaṇaṇ Aṭṭho Asa Di, Dasanatha. Okay, so Dasanatha, the word Dasanatha is what used in the what? In the Bhobhisama, as a Bhobhisamasa, right? Dasaṇaṇ Aṭṭho Asa Di Dasanatha. So there is seeing benefit for the eye. That's why it is called Dasanatha. Then he dena nipadi deva. Dena. Then this is dasana benefit. Dena nipadi deva should be accomplished by eye question. Eye. Okay, by eye sensitivity. So that is what Dasanatha. Sise Supi is one, the remaining are also the same method. Idawada, with that much, Piṭaka Jula Nagatira Wadi. So in the view of the Piṭaka Jula Nagatira, Sola Saka Mego Natido. So 16, as we have said there, the most maximum number of the Vipākuddhārakathā is a 16. That has been said. Sadhain together with the Dwadasaka Magina Jiva. So with the 12 consciousness, 12 resulting consciousness, and Ahetukakusalavipāko with the 8 Ahetuka resulting consciousness. So that is the method or the view of the Piṭaka Jula Nagatira Vada. What we have studied his explanation, the view of the Piṭaka Jula Nagatira. So very briefly, there arise how many? 16 resulting consciousness. Ema Vipāka, Ahetuka Vipāka, Ahetukakusalavipāko. For the Ahetuka Basin, for the Ahetuka Padisandhi Basin, then there will be 12 Vipākuddhārakathā without 4 Jnana Sambhayutta. For the Ahetuka Padisandhi Basin, there will be only 8 Ahetuka Vipākuddhārakathā. So that's why we have a study there. So far we have a study one Mathira's view. So in the following pages, not so much remain. In the following 2 or 3 pages, and then there will be other Thera's idea. Morawapi. Morawapi was the Mahadatta Thera. His idea also interesting, because we don't in the Abhidhamma Sangha, we just know briefly. Okay, so here explain a little bit in detail. So we'll continue on Wednesday. Thank you so much for listening and discussion. So Buddha Sasana Jiran Data Do, Buddha Sasana Jiran Data Do, Buddha Sasana Jiran Data Do. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sayadaw.
Welcome.
Good night, Sayadaw.
Good night. Good morning. Take care.
Yes, I love you too.
Okay. Bye bye.